Seen Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Are you serious, man? I actually am kind of surprised that people never really made the, connection, but I love Mystery Science Theater. In fact, I actually have I think I've got about a dozen of the fucking DVDs. I actually wish I could find more, but they actually seem to be a little bit tougher to find nowadays. But I do have my favorite episode on DVD, and that's overdrawn at the memory bank. I fucking adore that movie. It's just so badass and awesome. Now, this person also had a follow-up question, which was, do I prefer Joel or Mike? And I'm sorry, guys, but I'm a huge fan of Mike, and that's partially because I was watching Mystery Science Theater when he was the host. So I actually never really got to see a whole lot of the, Joel episodes until I started buying the DVDs. And he actually is pretty good, but he just sort of feels a little bit flat, if that makes any sense. He just seems a little bit drab, and it doesn't quite, mesh well. But, yeah, I am a huge fan of Mystery Science Theater, so, yeah.
Which currently running series of yours do you enjoy more? The Epic Rant or the Fanboy Chronicles?
Now, this one's a little bit of a tough one. It is, truly. And it's partially because both series have a huge positive and negative to them. Let me start with the Epic Rant. I seriously like doing the Epic Rant because it actually allows me to broaden my fucking horizons. I could talk about anything in that series, and it would be seen as just fine. I mean, come on. I have talked about televised golf. I've talked about movie sequels. I've talked about YouTube's copyright program. I have talked about a little bit of everything over there, and that makes it kind of fun. However, and then there's the Fanboy Chronicles, which, as some people have noticed, is ridiculously formulaic, and that's because you're talking about fanboys. There really isn't a whole lot of difference there beyond, the little minor niggling differences, and, even then, it's still basically the same shit. So that's kind of the problem there. Now, here is sort of where this here is sort of where the positive and negatives flip. Because when it comes to the Epic Rant, I've noticed that almost everybody's comment always seems to agree with me, and that actually is fine in small doses, but it kind of sucks when there's just a ton of comments and they're all like, "Man, you are so awesome." And so then I actually kind of feel that I need to hear some rage from some complete and total retards. So I put up the Fanboy Chronicles, which is guaranteed for fanboys to come and whine and bitch and piss and moan over the dumbest shit. Folks, I have gotten commentaries and responses and everything else over the fucking Dark Knight, and over, just everything else. It's like the Dark Knight, Dragon Ball, and Final Fantasy now those seem to be the big three. And frankly, it is just funny to watch or listen, in the case of video responses, to actually watch, read, or listen to these fucking idiots rage out over stupid bullshit. So yeah, folks, basically the Fanboy Chronicles is basically just bait, and then the Epic Rant is just me, ranting on shit that drives me nuts. Now, if I had to pick exactly which, one is my favorite, I would have to go with the, rants, just simply because the rants, I can do more stuff. It's actually a little bit more varied, and it's not just me waiting for people to just start flipping out and spazzing, so yeah, that actually should hopefully answer that question. And with that, folks, we have come to the end of this episode of the Epic Interview. This one's probably ridiculously long. I really wasn't timing myself. However, if you guys have any questions that you want answered, by all means, just send them out to me, and I will hopefully be able to work them into a future episode. So guys, until next time, this is Hellsing920 saying take care, and I'll see you all in the near future. Peace.